I gotta see Whitechapel. How bad can Whitechapel be? Oh, what happened here? Oh, I just took her money? I didn't just, like, check her out? This is where Jackie boy did all his shit. This is where the man who I think killed me in a past life did this. Dane, you're Catholic, you don't believe in past life. No, but, like, it's an interesting concept. Let's just take a look around. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here right now. Wait, where's the map at? Okay, so here's what we got to work with. We got Whitechapel. There's a hideout in Whitechapel. How do I zoom out? R1. No, that's in. Oh, it's choppy. That's as far out as I can go. The hospital, the docks, the western docks, the north docks, the west end. That's it? Is this all I have to work with? Southwark. That's quite a bit to work with. Very kind of Bloodborne, isn't it? I don't think I need to go there. So Whitechapel's just... So there's... Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, fuck. Pardon me. So... Whitechapel is just not marked. Okay, so there's districts within districts within districts. Just like the real world. Okay, I haven't run into anybody, though. Oh, this is cool, isn't it? But can you imagine living on top of each other like this? Like... No, man. Like, I mean, I left the city, but it wasn't like this. Whitechapel. Man, it sucks here. There's big problems in Whitechapel. Now, this would be a good way for us to find out if, the enemies are super tough in certain areas. Or, like, what's up. Man, they gave this a lot of character, though, didn't they? I'm just legit impressed by this. I got up today and I was like, do I really want to keep doing that playthrough? Like, I could just put it on the back burner and come back to it, but then I was like, no, let's go back. I forgot how just sort of, like, interesting the whole world they built is. Like, I think this got reviewed as mostly just, like, average, like, okay, positive, mixed, but I think there might be something really good here. Is that as far as I can go? Yeah, okay. Maybe it just wasn't quite up to snuff for the time. I mean, there's a few wonky things, but... So! Use it! Okay, well, shit, I can't do anything over here. Guess we'll go back to the hospital. Oh, this place sucks, too! Foulbog? Dude, that's... I wish I could open more of these doors, but then the whole world would just be unmanageable. Okay, well, that was Whitechapel, I guess. Good. Oh, I saw that. Give me a shillings. Okay, well, that was a cool place, I guess. Oh, dudes! Oh, here we go. Now we're gonna get in a fight. Oh, fuck me! We're getting out of here. How do I escape? How do I run away? Do you see that? They're like level fuck. Don't lock on. Don't lock on, Joe Nathan. Let's go. Okay, so I should not go to Whitechapel anytime soon. I'm very small. Am I okay to run away? Did it work? Bro. Okay, don't go places you aren't wanted. Got it. Hospital is full. Fuck off. Hospital is full. Fuck off. You tell me I can't pick up this cool-ass book? Dig in the trash, though. That's my thing. Alright, well, I guess we should hang at the I guess we're still, like, getting to know everybody, too, aren't we? We don't know everybody in our home district yet. Hey, I did it.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, this is Pippa. Hey, this is Pippa from the thing.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And
What's
I'm
up, girl?
Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I got a picture of you and your man.
Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well,
I am tired of
that your
the introductions, though.
Doctor.
You really gonna make me? Yeah. Fuck. I gotta put up the census thing on there. Your life in London. Sorry, I can't get rid of it. It won't let me. Wait, let me back out. I'll come back in.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Fuck off, Nurse Hawkins. She looked disappointed by that. Okay. Yeah, okay. I did it, right?
Good evening,
okay, now
Nurse
we can
Hawkins.
now we can
Good
talk to
evening,
her
Dr. Reid.
unobstructed. Your life in London. Talk to me. How's the situation
How would you
here?
describe the situation at the Pembroke
It sucks,
Hospital?
right?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients.
We are
You guys
running
all
out
seem
of
fine.
everything.
Spanish flu won't
Nurse
last forever.
Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever.
It'll either kill us
Even the Black
all or
Plague
it'll
didn't
F
kill
off.
everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
Don't
What
say
if in
that.
the end, nobody was spared?
Then it would be over. Get a grip,
You
bitch.
must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
Slap it around a
I'm
little.
exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
It'll be over when it's over. Been a nurse
How
for
long
like 3
have you
days,
been a
right?
nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
So, like, did nurses back in the day actually go to nurse school, or were they just like, yeah, here, go do some stuff?
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine,
Yeah.
sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
I wish I was a little bit less
Sorry,
of like a
Doctor.
pompous fuck.
I don't want to sound bitter.
That's not quite the right
I'm
word,
just too
pompous,
tired to give a
but
pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
how's the staff
How is
coping?
the
Clearly you
Pembroke
guys are
staff
having a low
coping with the
morale
epidemic?
situation.
Well, not
We need a
well.
party.
Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
He and I are doing business though, so don't worry about it. Well, I guess I should ask about Milton.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
He has to drive an
Milton's not the
ambulance.
kind
Why
of
do you
man
think
who's
he's
bothered
grumpy?
about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Okay, I'm learning
Why
about
does
people.
Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask
Because
him.
they're at the opposite end of
Be
the
warned.
hierarchy in the medical chain,
Milton
maybe?
is not the chatty type.
Oh, well, it was personal questions. I know things about... I don't know things about you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Bye, Nurse Hawkins. Hope you be chillin'. Who else haven't I met in my, Oh, I'm missing quite a few people. Everybody's healthy. See, this is part of why I don't want to sleep if I don't have to, because... Oh! Shit like that happens. But I have to give it to Dorothy! I could be helping out Clay Cox. Wait, is this Tippett? My senses will tell me, right? No, that's Ackroyd. I'll leave him alone. He's kind of an asshole. Wait, what was that? Thoreau. Dorothy Crane. Well, we can do Dorothy. Here you go, babe.
Finally, you've returned.
What if I just eat them in
Did you
front of
find
each other, do
anything
you
of
think?
value?
Oh, I can't because I need
Yes,
the
nurse.
You've worked your first
mesmerization.
miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
It's caffeine, baby.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Sure. Decrease diseases. The blood, they get tastier. A rat in the hospital. I'll eat it. Don't worry about it. Did she take my fatty gay potion? Did she take my fatty gay potion? Did she take it? She did not. Okay, so I can go treat Clay Cox after all.
But in the circumstances,
Who are you?
Good evening, madam.
Sexy
Can I help
dame.
you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help you,
Yeah,
sir?
how's he look?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer
Can't move the
Goswick.
camera.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid?
Sure, you guys
I've heard
seem to
much
have a
of your
private
talents as a
room.
physician.
I gotta ask everybody about their flippin' life in London.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say.
I don't know if I have to do this in every
Take care
district,
of my
but...
Mortimer, and I'll cover all the expenses.
This is a
That's
story,
all that
Dane, relax.
matters.
This has a story mode where you like fighting is like not an issue. Are you rich?
Are you really that?
I'm rich.
Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
I don't know if you should be here.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about
There
their
you go.
futures than their families.
Then their families? Did she say more ambitious about their futures than their families? I'm not sure that's the right way to look at it, honey.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about
Like
this
you
hospital
just
since we
admitted you're
arrived.
only rich because you
But
fucking
we
married a
had no
guy.
other choice. considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Yeah, go to your rich hospital, lady.
Tell me more about your arrival at the
I own
Pembroke
your
Hospital.
mind.
What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you
She's
mean?
She
irritated with
managed
you.
to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
As I keep saying, we got lots of space here.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the
Well,
situation.
we need money, honey.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect
'Cause I'm also a
compensation,
rich
Dr.
guy.
Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Well, why don't you go to the good one? This one's for scamps.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Like, we're right next to Whitechapel. What do you want? Alright, what the hell is wrong with your kid?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Oh, this is gonna
Can
be
I help at all?
psychiatric.
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer.
Mortimer
Mortimer
Goswick. Oh, you got a personal question? Tell me about yourself,
Tell me
brother.
about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I just said my throat hurt, you fucking idiot doctor. How
How
painful is your
painful
throat?
is your
Super
throat,
fucking
Mr.
hurts.
Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Get this guy a pad of
I'll let
paper.
you get some rest then.
I'm alright.
Wait, I missed one with him.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I wish I
How
could
are
flip
you?
through these faster. Your life in London. I missed. Didn't I?
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this
Did he get
is
bit
a
in the
bad
throat?
hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
But she didn't take you to a better hospital?
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
I got one of those moms. Pain in the ass.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reid. It's my mother.
Basically, what you do is you just fucking lie to her. That's all you can do. You just fucking lie to her.
I
And
have
then
to
when she
go
throws a
now, sir.
hissy fit because you,
But
like,
don't hesitate
fucked
to
with her
contact me
purpose
if
in
you
life,
need
you just
any help.
fucking ignore her.
Sir.
Just disengage. And the sooner you do it, the better, because you'll fucking learn how to take care of yourself. My mom was one of those moms who, like, threatens the doctors and stuff, not realizing that that just completely causes problems, right? So you gotta just, like, distance yourself from them as soon as you can. Dane, that was very personal. It was, but, like, I know, fucking, there's a lot of moms like that out there. Those raging bull moms that fucking, they just don't realize they're making it worse. And that, like, because here's the thing. In those situations sometimes, like when it's completely unneeded, at least in my experience, it's not about you. It's not about helping you. It's about them and their distress and them needing to get some resolution for themselves. Because they're fucking making your situation worse. And they don't have the fucking wherewithal to realize it. Anyway, let's talk to
Good
this
evening.
this sexy
I'm Dr.
dame.
Reid, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no
My hair
meaning
looks
to
like
me,
that today, too.
mortal. You're nothing but
'Cause I don't give a
dust
shit.
blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg
Girl
your pardon.
hairdo.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy.
Oh, she's fucking crazy.
You'll
That's
never
great.
forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling
Thelma
me.
Howcroft.
Why is that?
For once, she's
And
wrong
I'm
though,
more-
because I'm actually immortal, bitch. I
Well,
could blow this
Dr.
girl's
Reid.
mind,
If you must know, I'm a vampire.
but not really. Oh, I like that. That's funny having someone who thinks they're. Oh, I can do medical checkup. I didn't even see
Then
that in the
why do
upper
you
right hand
believe you're
corner.
a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
I identify as a
It is what I
vampire.
feel
Fuck
within
off.
this hollow shell of flesh.
Cotard syndrome. Is this real?
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard.
Is that true?
The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefied.
I think that's a real thing.
A ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Because there's like
you
a
say?
syndrome for every weird
Sad.
fucked up psychiatric thing that's there.
You can't even
Unless,
begin to
as a
understand
group,
the
all the
concept of
psychologists, when they,
immortality.
well,
And you
sorry,
think it is
psychiatrists,
I who
when
am
they get together
delusional.
to do the DSM-3, they go, actually, if we put this in here, it'll, like, cause a problem politically. Or, if we put this in here and people don't like it, we'll get in trouble politically. For instance, and I'm not going down the route you think I'm gonna go, the syndrome of being a sadist, like that being a personality issue, that of being a sadist, as in you take pleasure from inflicting pain on people, was originally in the DSM. They took it out because, not because it doesn't exist, and this is the problem with the DSM, is that it's heavily influenced by opinions, right? Not because the character's traits of being a sadist are not real suddenly, so you can't go, look, science took it out, that means it's not an illness anymore. Because I think we'd all agree that that's fucked up if you like torturing people and you get off on it. And I'm not talking about like people who like in their sex play, like one is the sadist, one is the masochist, and they've consented to it and all that jazz. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who are like, I like to pull the wings off the flies and take apart the kitten and then do it to people. I'm talking about those. I think we all agree that's mental illness, right? There's something to do there. And they took it out because they went, oh, if we put it in here, you know, when people do this stuff, they'll use it as an excuse not to prosecute people because it's listed as a mental illness, therefore it's not their fault. I will just leave that there. You decide how much you still trust the DSM as being the quintessential be-all and end-all of everything. Keep in mind, taking it out of the DSM also removes it from being a billing code for most insurance holders. It also, keep in mind, adding shit to the DSM also adds a billing code. Dane, are you anti the DSM? No, I just think that it should be what it's supposed to be, which is a manual for diagnosing mental illnesses. Whether you like the fact that they're an illness or not, whether you think it's going to be used in a way or not, because that's not what it's for. I've always had a problem with science bending to the will of politics and power and people's feelings. And that was one of the biggest disillusionments when I went to school. I'm totally sermonizing for science. Is people who don't do science tend to think that science is infallible and that it's very objective and that it's totally immune to bullshit like that. It's fucking not. It's fucking not, and that's irritating. Anyway, describe how you feel, madam.
Describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a
Because I am a
Hear
vampire.
my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades.
That's
I
rough, babe.
sense the last pulse of postulant blood.
You don't seem
within my dry
particularly
veins.
disturbed by this, though.
I need new blood.
How about I give you some of mine? I can make your dreams come true.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here.
And they let you walk
Am I
around.
right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want.
This is
As a
basically
woman,
Eva Green.
A spirit, fog, or bat.
Your enemies.
Who are these
Maybe they're
enemies
real.
you mentioned? Can you describe them?
Are they your landlord by any chance?
But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Yeah, you're not imagining that.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I
Even
am a
crazy
vampire.
people are
I
half
see.
right half
Don't
the
worry.
time.
These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I'm pretty good, actually. How do I do my medical checkup? Oh, I don't actually, like...
Do you require my services,
here we
Miss
go.
Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reid. Blood is
Blood
the only
is the
drug
only...
I need.
Blood! I love how they say it. Okay, well, it was
I'll
nice
leave
meeting you, honey.
Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal acts.
See, that's how you deal with crazy people, though, is you have to humor them, right? And as long as they don't have any power over you, it's fine. Because here's the thing, when you just flat out tell them, like, no, look, you're not the mistress of the dark, it doesn't do anything. That, like, you don't think anyone's tried that? Oh, this is the super burned man. Let's talk to him.
Good evening,
This is
sir.
burnt face man.
Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No,
It's not that
I
bad.
don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor.
Do you ever see the pictures of some of
German
those
shells
melty
of
face,
my
burnt
pretty
face man
little
pictures
mug
out of the
right
World
off.
War? They are rough.
But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Because you're still you. It's cool, dude.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir.
It hurts.
The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars. If
That's
you get
fair.
my drift.
Who's treating you?
Who is treating you?
Is it
someone in
Tippett? I got
particular
words with
looking
him.
after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started
You
to
are
think I
not
was
forgotten,
about.
sir. You and the crazy
Don't
lady
blame
might be
you.
my
You
You don't
favorite.
seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned
Oh,
it's
yeah, that'll do
easier
it.
not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
I don't believe you.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
We need a psychiatrist.
Do you need assistance?
I'm fine.
Not necessarily because
Just
it's
do
not
something
physical,
for this pain,
but
will you? That's all I'm asking.
Soldier, do you need
Oh, I fucked up.
assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
I don't know what we can do. According to this, you're healthy. Personal questions. I could have sworn I saw an option to ask him the real cause of your injuries.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself.
You don't want to trade war
I just wanted to
stories?
know
You look
what
like you have a
happened.
better one
You
than
were
me.
an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir.
That's fair.
No offense.
That's fair.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here.
Ah,
Every
yeah!
time she
Get
approaches
some,
my
boy!
bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living
Yeah.
proof that there's hope for me.
Crazy broads will love you.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could
Oh, that's
decide
fair.
to bite less willing patients.
Good thing I'm
And
here
it's
then.
another good reason for me to stay
Yeah, this
here,
guy
Doctor.
gets it.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world.
That's fair.
It seems much more fun than the real one.
Being fucking nuts is sometimes just a coping mechanism for the bullshit. Real cause of your injury, there it is.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas?
Yeah, what'd you do?
What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells.
Oh, here we go. You just gave it
happened
up.
during my leave. It was an accident.
Oh.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to
Oh,
avoid
we were
going
starting
back to the front?
fires.
That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up.
Well,
Left
yeah,
me
she's
to
a
burn.
horror.
Why lie about
Because
it?
it's
Come
embarrassing.
It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans,
That's true.
and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
That's true. I don't know if surgery back then can do shit for him, but let's try.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather
true.
stay here and just be forgotten.
Hint failed. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I have to earn my hints? Oh. Do I get another chance?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Sorry, dude. Oh, I didn't realize it was risky when I asked some
I
questions.
wonder
Fuck.
what your last thoughts would be, sir.
You're fine. Talk to Edgar Swansky.
Corner.
Swansea, reach the... I want to go deal with, Mr. Cox. Mr. Cox and Shocks over here. I want to make sure he's doing alright. Because I think I still just left him down by the water like an asshole. Who's this guy?